Hello. Hello. Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tiki ASMR. Tiki 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 tiki. This is Tiki ASMR and it is good to see you again. It's good to see you again. Today I just wanted to do a candy crinkle video. So I have some Australian licorice here, and I just wanted to try some of the Australian licorice. I think I've had like 4 or 5 pieces, but I'll go through, try the pieces, and I also wanted to just talk about the new Predator Badlands movie. So, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, I used to do a lot more movie reviews, and then stopped doing them for a while, just because they're typically longer videos and didn't generate a lot of views. I like making them, but they're definitely longer, and then I just got pretty busy, and a lot of times after you watch a movie, it's like, okay, I kind of want to relax a little bit. I don't want to necessarily make a video, but I enjoyed the Predator Badlands movie. I enjoyed the Predator Badlands movie, and just wanted to talk about that, ramble about the movie a little bit, and try some of this Australian licorice. The bag makes very strong, very deep, very loud crinkle sounds, so I'll try to be a little bit gentle with it, kind of keep it back here. But it looks like Daryl is the brand, and they've been making soft and delicious licorice since 1927. So, and then this is a mixed fruit Australian licorice, and it says, treat your taste buds to tangy green apple, scrumptious strawberry, and tropical mango flavors. So, if there's anyone from Australia watching this, you should let me know if you've had this before. But I'll go ahead and open this up so we can try some and get talking about the movie. This will be spoiler free as well, because I know the movie just came out, so I don't want to like be throwing out spoilers and stuff. So if you haven't watched it yet, no worries, this will be spoiler free. But I'll go ahead and take out one of these. So that is what they look like, and I'm assuming that this is one of the mango ones just based off of color. So pretty good. Yeah, the mango is pretty good. So, but as for Predator Badlands, so if you have no idea what Predator Badlands is, Predator really well known for like the Arnold Schwarzenegger original Predator movie that got really famous, was a monster blockbuster movie. And then there's been lots of sequels or prequels of like Predator movies, Predator vs. Alien, that kind of universe. But this director that did Predator Badlands is the same director that did the Prey movie that I know a lot of people really liked. I liked it. I thought it was good, not great, but I definitely enjoyed it overall. But the director is Dan Trachtenberg, and he did Prey. He also did 10 Cloverfield Lane. And then there was also a Predator Killer of Killers that was like animated that came out earlier this year. So I haven't seen that, but I think I'm interested in watching that because I liked Prey and I really enjoyed this Badlands movie too. So, reason why I really liked this Predator Badlands is this movie is from the perspective of one of the predators. So, the premise or kind of the description is cast out from his clan, a young predator finds an unlikely ally in a damaged android and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. So it's from the perspective of the predator, which I haven't seen in any of the movies before. Like I said, I haven't seen the Killer of Killers, but all the other ones are like people that are like essentially confronting or encountering a predator. And the predator is like the antagonist of the movie. So this kind of spins it on its head, which is a really interesting concept. So that's one of the reasons, just initially, I was kind of drawn towards being interested in the movie. And from a cinematography perspective, it is a beautiful film, and that was something that was one of the things in Prey that I really enjoyed, was just the cinematography and just the outdoor shots and the way that things looked. It's a very beautiful film. So Prey and Badlands, both very beautiful films, very well shot, and just the world building overall for Predator Badlands is really cool. I really like the idea of just like going to like a new world and kind of seeing how things function, different plants and different creatures. All the creature designs are really cool in this film. You encounter, let's see, how many creatures do you encounter in this movie? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got like 6 or 7 different creatures, and then some interesting like plants and trees and other stuff in there that's pretty cool to see. So the world building is just really cool as well. And the CGI is always something that can kind of like make or break a movie when there's a lot of it, which there has to be for this film, just because it's a lot of not real like things going on. It's a lot of sci-fi, creature design, crazy looking stuff, and I thought the CGI looked really good. So yeah, I thought they did a good job with that. Elle Fanning plays the android in the film, and I think she does a really good job as an actress. She plays two different characters in the movie, one of which is like an antagonist, and the other one is like kind of the companion along the journey. And I thought she did well in both roles. And then Demetrius Schuster Kolomatangi, I think I'm saying his name correctly. He was like the the predator in the movie, and obviously it's like not his face, but it's like his body going through the stuff, and some of the practical effects and the way that he looks worked well. So he did a good job too. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one of these. Let's see if I can get one of the other flavors. There we go. So this one is gonna be the green apple. I'm gonna get a drink as well. They're like very chewy. So at the movie, had a drink. It's giant. I didn't need one this big, but for my birthday, that was in October, they had like a free large drink, free large popcorn thing associated with my Regal account. So I got this monster. And then other things with the film. So this was a movie that I was a little bit concerned about because the Predator movies, most of them, if not all of them, might be all of them, but most of them are rated R because they're designed to be like scary kind of horror sci-fi movies. And a lot of them are rated R for adults, 17-year-olds older, to watch. And this one is actually rated PG-13, so I was like, oh man, it might not be true to like the how gruesome and brutal some of the earlier films are. But I think it actually is about the same. And I was reading up some stuff about just like the movie rating systems. And just how things get rated. And it seemed like there was so much like CGI and like not like human blood in the movie, where it could be put off as a PG-13 movie, even though the violence and brutality of it is like just the same, if not more, as previous Predator films. So even though it's not rated R, it still feels like a rated R movie. It's just that like it's mostly like the green Predator blood that you're seeing, or like the android like synthetic blood body parts, and then like creature stuff. So like there's definitely blood in the film. So like if you're a Predator fan and you watch all the other ones and you're like concerned about it like I was, I'd say it didn't disappoint. I thought it was pretty good there. And then if you're someone who maybe has like a 13-year-old son, daughter, child, or younger, and you're like wanting to take them to see it because you're like, oh, it's PG-13, they'll be fine, I'd say there's some brutal stuff in the movies still, so just be careful with that one. But I really enjoyed it, and thought it stayed true to, like I said, that brutality of the earlier films. Okay, let me look for the final flavor. There we go. This one right here is going to be the strawberry. pretty good licorice. I've never had this brand before, but I enjoy it. So, um, and I'm a fan of like black licorice too, which I know some people really don't like. So I might try their version of the black licorice at some point. Go ahead and close this up. Okay. Other things for the film. There was actually a decent amount of humor in the film as well. Primarily with Elle Fanning and her android character that did a lot of like the comic relief. And that was another thing where it's like, with it rating PG-13, I didn't want the movie to be like too funny or too silly. And I think for the most part, it rides that line really well of having good humor mixed in with the predator and with the situation. But not so much so that it seems like silly or cheesy. So there's just like one, maybe two moments in the film where I'm just kind of like, I think you're pushing that line a little bit, because I like the Predator movies to be like serious and horror and a little bit scary. So I think they pushed that line just a little bit one or two times, but for the most part, I think it worked really well. And there was definitely like three, four, five moments that really got me and gave me a good chuckle. So I think that worked well too. And then just a couple things that I didn't love. I there's nothing that I like truly disliked in the movie or like strongly didn't enjoy. There's just a couple things I thought could have made the movie a little bit better. One of those being that the antagonist or the villain isn't really a big focal point in the movie, and it's not the strongest like antagonist or villain. With that being said, there's a lot going on, and there's some like minor villains throughout. Or I'm thinking of like a antagonistic type figure that's revealed in the first like 10 minutes. That kind of comes back at the end as well. So I think it works fine. It's not a bad antagonist, it's not a bad villain. There's still a lot at stake. I just think that the incredibly cool dynamic between the predator and the android and this like side character that joins them throughout. The focal point on them was really good, and I just wish there was a little bit more going on with the antagonist. So that was one thing that I didn't love. And then the other thing that I actually enjoyed for this film, and it looks like they might do a sequel for this as well. So not necessarily bad about this film, but it is tough to do a Predator film where historically the Predator's always been the villain, the antagonist, the person that you're like fighting against. Flipping this on its head, I think, is a really cool concept. But I do want the like future movies, if they do a sequel with the same, I think the Predator's name is Deck. If they do a sequel with the same Predator character, I think that's fine. I think that's cool. But at some point, I do want them to go back to the Predator being the antagonist character, because that's just what I really enjoyed from the earlier films as well. So not necessarily like a bad thing for this film, just something that I'm like worried about moving forward. But it was really cool to see how the Predator in this film made use of his like surroundings, and like at one point in the film you see that there's like razor blade grass that he then like kind of like takes to like make weapons, and different plants and stuff that he uses to like create weapons, which is pretty cool as well. So yeah, I'd say overall I think it's a great film. There's a lot of good action in it, and I think I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like super like 10 out of 10. Love the movie. Everything about it's great. But it's definitely very, very solid, and I would recommend watching it, especially if you're a fan of sci-fi stuff, or if you've seen previous Predator movies, or if you've seen anything that's alien. So like Aliens, Alien Romulus, Prometheus, Covenant, all of those alien movies. This is the same universe that's like tied together, so it's cool to watch those movies as well. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it. And on Letterboxd, I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5. So very solid grade, 4 out of 5. And I think there's a chance that upon a rewatch or reflecting on it a little bit more, it could go up to as high as a 4.5 out of 5. But right now, I think a 4 out of 5 is how I feel. I was actually asking my fiance, I always ask her after movies, I'm like, all right, rate it out of 5. Like, what would you give it? And she said a 4 as well, which was right about where I was like, yeah, I think it's probably like a 4, 4.25 is where I felt the movie was at. So 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I would recommend seeing it. And I do want to go and watch the Predator Killer of Killers movie as well, which I might have to do like a 1 week free trial of Hulu to watch it, because I think that's the only, that or like Disney Plus, I think were the two places it were, and I don't have either of those, but I definitely want to watch it now after seeing this one. So, alright, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and hope you enjoyed the deep crinkle sounds. And if you've watched this movie or you want to see it, please let me know your thoughts, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. See you guys.